Hi everyone, we are here with the very next episode of our podcast by Uphaar Unplugged. Today we have Mr. Snehal Patel, the founder of Nature's Club.
Uphaar Unplugged.
Hello sir, welcome to the podcast. Please introduce yourself.
Myself Snehal Patel, one of the founder member of Nature Club Surat. Nature Club Surat was founded in 1983.
Okay, so thank you so much for that. How did you came up with the idea of starting the Nature Club?
Actually, I am a nature lover since my childhood due to our family background. My parents used to take us every holidays to the forest area, and that is how I started liking forest. And after I finished my studies, which was not in Surat but in South India, very near to forest area, and when I came back to this city, I found this city very dull. People were not interested in looking after the environment or caring for the nature and animals, and that is when three of our friends we got together and we started this nature club.
So what was it the particular thing? We हम सब देखते हैं कि हमारे आसपास कचरा है, बट सबकॉन्शियस में भी होता है कि नहीं हमें इस चीज़ क्लीन करनी चाहिए, बट वी नेवर डू दैट क्योंकि वो हमारा काम नहीं है, हम ये सोच के छोड़ देते हैं. तो ऐसा तो एक क्या ही आइडिया स्टिक कर गया था. Was it just like you want to create a better safe environment space for you and for the upcoming generation ताकि उन्हें ये extension या global warming वाला face नहीं करना पड़े? Was it something like that?
That was one of the thing. Actually, we wanted to create awareness among the our citizens, children, why we should protect whatever is remaining of the wildlife or the greenery which is in and around our city, and how we can improve upon it by planting more trees, by protecting the green areas which are still there, by protecting the wildlife, small birds and mammals which are in our surrounding, etc.
Okay, so can you just give us a brief idea about the Nature Club, like what Nature Club does and what Nature Club has done until now?
Nature Club is involved into various activities. Some of them are the main are nature education among school children, because they are the one who are going to protect our environment and wildlife when they grow up. At the same time, our other field of interest are planting trees, the native trees, and taking care of them for at least 3 years until they are 20 feet high. Our other project is conserving water bodies. We are protecting natural lakes in Surat. We don't allow fishing or hunting to take place over there. And that is how the natural wildlife has increased, bird life has increased. We have planted native species of trees over there which are providing food to birds and butterflies, and it has become a very nice wetland within the city. Our other project is breeding deers in the forest area and releasing them back into the wild so that the balance ecosystem is restored in the forest area. Our other projects are this nature camps, which are nothing but nature education in outdoor, as well as nature awareness in schools. We take group of students into the forest area. It will be the nearby forest Dang, or in the Himalayas, or the ocean near Dwarka. We are exposing children to different elements so that they will understand different aspects of nature and how to conserve it, why it should be conserved. All this is taught by our volunteers over there.
Okay, so it's really fascinating like how you guys are working to encourage to teach children about the nature, because right now we are staying within the four walls with our phone in our hand. तो nature को discover करना सिर्फ फ़ोन में ही हो गया है, एंड इट्स वेरी नाइस कि आप इतना बड़ा स्टेप ले रहे हैं. तो आपने जब ये नेचर्स क्लब स्टार्ट किया था तो सबसे ज़्यादा मेजर चैलेंजेस उस टाइम पे क्या थे और अभी क्या चैलेंजेस आप फेस कर रहे हैं?
चैलेंजेस में तो हमेशा वंस द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ग्रोज, फंडिंग इज़ अ बिग चैलेंज एंड नेचर इज़ सच अ टॉपिक, and in those days very few people were interested in this kind of topic. Like in our country, if you want to make a temple or a school, funds are very easily available, but
True.
if you want to protect environment, wildlife, or plant trees and take care of them, funding was very difficult. But
Okay.
gradually we overcame that by approaching some industries, and gradually started tapping the CSR fund for our
Okay.
major projects, and that is how funding is not a big problem now. But as we get involved with wildlife and the city corporation, forest department, we have to deal with all these people, and that is the very big hurdle even now.
Okay. So do you think like as the time passes the environment का degradation अभी भी काफ़ी ज़्यादा है, तो do you think कि जैसे जैसे टाइम जाएगा the government will also start taking this seriously and will help you more and you'll just overcome this current hurdle of yours in like coming 2 or 3 years or maybe 5 or 10 years?
Actually, the problem in our country is human population. There are just too many people, so job priority is number one for our government.
True.
Wildlife comes last. Mining in forest area or road through the forest area, trains through forest area, all these are getting very fast cleared, these projects, and they are in fact creating a problem for whatever is remaining in the wild or our forest. And government does take steps, but they are generally late.
Yeah. So when it comes to the time everything is getting extended, government takes action. It's like that. Okay, as you mentioned कि जैसे आप ecotourism, that is nature education का कैंप भी कंडक्ट करते हैं, एंड हमारा गवर्नमेंट का मेन फोकस है टू बिल्ड द जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ इन एवरीथिंग. सो आप ये जो आपने जो बिकॉज आप नेचर के इतने क्लोज रहे हैं हमेशा अपने बचपन से, तो आप कुछ ऐसे एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करना चाहेंगे कि द टाइम व्हेन यू यूज्ड टू विजिट द नेचर एंड अभी जो आप वो जगह वापस विजिट करते हैं उसके बीच में कितना मेजर डिफरेंस है? बिकॉज हम अगर अभी कहीं जाते हैं, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इवन इफ वी गो टू डांग, तो हमारे अकॉर्डिंग पिछले 5 या 10 साल में डांग में कुछ चेंज नहीं हुआ है, बट यू हैव सीन इट, सो यू कैन शेयर योर एक्सपीरियंस लाइक वेदर इट हैज़ चेंज्ड ड्रास्टिकली और देयर आर जस्ट सम माइनर चेंजेस इन दैट.
I have seen Dang forest since last 35 years, and
Wow.
there is a drastic change. Earlier it was a very very dense forest. Even during daytime sunlight would not reach the ground. But gradually, as the tribal population increases, they want more area for cultivating their crops, so they have been cutting down the forest. They are encroaching upon the forest. New fields are coming up everywhere in the
Okay.
forest. Although they are sanctuaries and protected area, tribal has some rights by which they can cultivate, and after 1 decade or 10 or 15 years the land becomes their property. So
Okay.
you see everywhere there is encroachment and forest area is decreasing. The quality of forest which I have seen 30 years 35 years back, 50% is totally gone by now.
Okay, since like tribal, तो since the very start of the nature से हैं, people living in the particular area and the practice of cultivating in the forest land वो काफ़ी पुराना है. But do you think apart from that हमारी activity से ये चीज़ें ज़्यादा harm हो रही है? Because tourism अभी nature, visiting nature and finding your soul in nature एक बहुत बड़ा topic बन गया है. राइट तो हम नेचर को जाकर विजिट करते हैं, वी स्पेंड डेज ओवर देयर, वी pollute द एरियाज, राइट. सम ऑफ द पीपल इवन टेक केयर ऑफ दैट दे डोंट pollute द एरियाज, बट बिकॉज ह्यूमन इंटरेक्शन अभी नेचर में काफ़ी ज़्यादा हो गया है. तो डू यू थिंक उसकी वजह से नेचर को ज़्यादा हार्म हो रहा है?
Because of tourist, the number of tourists visiting forest has increased a lot, and unfortunately they are not aware. They just throw garbage and leave it over there. There are hardly 5 or 10% tourist which goes to the forest and bring back their garbage. Otherwise the rest will just throw the garbage everywhere. And now ecotourism sites have also started in a very remote forest area, and unfortunately on the name of ecotourism, even AC cottages are being created at this camping site, which is
True.
totally wrong. How can you listen or enjoy the forest by staying in a AC cottage? There should be non-AC rooms or tented accommodation over there. Only then you can enjoy the forest area.
That is very true. So, like, since you have rooted out the problems, what actions did Nature Club has taken until now to overcome these things on the personal level? Because see, एक NGO धीरे धीरे नेशनल लेवल पे पहुंचता है, बट पर्सनल लेवल पे कोई चीज़ जब हम शुरू करते तो इसका एक मेजर इम्पैक्ट होता है. तो नेचर क्लब ने अभी तक ऐसा क्या किया है?
Since last 35 years, we have been organizing nature education camps in the forest area.
Okay.
But we strictly follow that never leave any garbage behind. Whatever is biodegradable, we bury it in pits, and the non-biodegradable waste we always bring back to the city. And
Okay.
we inform all the participants not to bring any disposable plates or glass or any tissue papers, such things with them.
Okay.
They have to bring their own dishes, wash it, and take it back home. So we ensure that the forest is not spoiled by our going into the forest area. And we try to follow all the ethical practices so that we don't harm anything in the forest. We don't even light campfires in the forest. Although we stay over there, even at night, no wood is being allowed for burning.
बट डोंट यू थिंक जैसे इको टूरिज्म का हम बात कर रहे थे, काफ़ी कंपनीज है जो इको टूरिज्म के लिए लेकर जाती है, एंड बॉन फायर जो होता है एक वो मेजर एलिमेंट होता है. लाइक इफ़ यू आर गोइंग टू अ फॉरेस्ट एरिया, बॉन फायर होना चाहिए, पीपल विल सिंग एंड डांस अराउंड इट. सो डू यू थिंक ये प्रैक्टिस जैसे आप फॉलो नहीं करते बिकॉज अगेन इससे पोल्यूशन क्रिएट होता है, तो डू यू थिंक इस प्रैक्टिस पे भी थोड़ा स्टॉप आना चाहिए?
Yeah, this activity should totally stop, because even the dry wood which is in the forest area is harboring many living things. There are many insects which stay in the dead wood, and the dead wood ultimately becomes fertilizer for the forest.
True.
So it should not be burnt. If people want bonfire, they should take wood from the city area which is cultivated wood. Like eucalyptus or sorrow, such wood can be
Which is
taken by them,
basically used for the furniture and everything.
then they can any leftover wood, old wood from the city can be taken, and that they can use for making bonfire and have fun around that fire.
ओके. सो ऐसी चीज़ जो हम पर्सनल लेवल पे कर सकते हैं टू प्रोटेक्ट द नेचर, बिकॉज हर कोई मेजर लेवल पे चीज़ें करे सबके लिए पॉसिबल नहीं है. अगेन जैसे आपने मेंशन किया, फंडिंग एंड एवरीथिंग, एंड नॉट एवरी वन इज़ प्रिविलेज्ड इनफ टू डू एवरीथिंग ऑन मेजर प्लेटफॉर्म. तो आप ऐसा कुछ बता सकते हैं जो हम बेसिक लेवल पे कर सकें ऑन पर्सनल लेवल, कि हमारी तरफ से नेचर को कुछ हार्म नहीं हो?
There are many things which each and every one can do, but they should not think that just by my doing it will it create a difference. Yes, it will create a difference.
True.
You just make up your mind. Don't allow any plastic bag below 50 microns to enter into your house. it will be a big difference. You don't use any disposable dish or glasses or spoons during any of your functions or parties.
Yeah.
Try to use the smallest vehicle in your house. Try to go cycling or two-wheeler or the smallest four-wheeler. Even now we have option of electric two-wheelers or
True.
four-wheelers, which are they do pollute, but not in our city. But they are very more efficient than the gasoline-powered vehicles.
Yeah.
And the future is for electric vehicle. It should be adopted. And even in the house, try to use minimum AC. Design your house in such a way that natural wind can come into your house. You can use natural climate control, like creating greenery around your house to keep your house cool. The same way, try to use minimum paint in your house. Keep exposed bricks or rocks which will not have any paint. Paints are emitting a lot of fumes. So there are so many small things which everyone can do. Even if you are staying in a flat, say up to 5 floor, you can easily use the staircase. Don't use the lift.
Yeah.
It will be exercise for your body and you will be saving a lot of power.
The staircase वाला part subconscious में तो है. We are going to gyms to ताकि हम weight lose करें या to make ourselves fit, but we are not ready to use the staircase yet. So this is a very nice thing कि instead of wasting, I mean gym जाके time waste नहीं होता, but इतना सारा अगर हम workout करते हैं तो staircase use करना is a very basic thing. And again about using the disposable bags and everything, it is truly something which we can do on our personal level. Any message you want to give to our audience that can help for the protection of environment, or anything which we are doing is wrong and is degrading environment? Any message to the audience?
Everyone should think before you buy any new things. Like always first analyze whether what you are going to buy you really need it, or you can buy it after few months. You will be saving a lot of things. Even when you order online, you should think whether you want it online. It will come from very far distance. Somebody will come to deliver it to you. If it is available in your city, say just a few kilometers away, you should go there and buy it.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. It was really nice talking to you. And I hope everyone who is listening to this, ये basic changes अपनी life में implement करे, because if you start changing yourself, the society around you will start changing themselves sooner or later. So thank you so much, sir, for being here with us.